Time for another Funimation first impression video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I had mixed emotions in the beginning of this series because it very much showed that it was going to be an ecchi anime, but then it wasn't. It was actually way better than I expected. The name of the anime is Shironeko Project Zero Chronicle, and you can watch it on Funimation. I don't know if it's going to be dubbed. I know for sure it's subbed, but you can find it now. I believe they have some free video option, but you have to wait a week or two. So just so you know. Before I continue though, a few things. If you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. We're like 8 or 7 people away to reaching my goal of 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. To show my gratitude, I'm going to bring back the giveaways for you guys here. It's been maybe 2 months now that I haven't done a giveaway. So, yeah, bring them back. Get me there 3,000. Also, guys, there's quite a bit of videos already from Spring Anime 2020, First Impressions. So go watch those. I have like 8 of them, maybe 7 of them out. So go check those out. And then lastly, there is a spoiler alert, so we'll talk about it in some detail about the first episode. So you have been warned. The series itself starts with an introduction about a white cat and living in the light and a black cat living in the dark, falling in love, and this is their story. And then it goes to the opening. So romance. That's what I get from the intro, right? Romance. Now we get the intro, and obviously it looks action, it looks magic, it looks like there's going to be dark and light, but then there's a lot of etchiness characters that come out, and I'm like, is it going to be an ecchi anime? Is it going to be a harem? Or what type of anime is this? And then we watch the first part of the actual anime, and I'm completely in love with it. We follow this boy who essentially is part of this rundown town that is trying to survive, and they're attacked by beasts, and the beast kill everyone, and he is devastated in what all happened. He saw a young friend of his die in front of him. So he just starts digging. He starts digging for a grave hole for the people that he was raised with and loved. And then we see a knight type of character show up, and he's asking him questions like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? What happened here? All these questions. And he eventually says, I'm just digging until I see a light in the end of the tunnel. And the knight, I guess, likes what he says and throws him a sword and asks him to fight him. And then they start battling. And the kid doesn't really win, but he does throw a good punch where he unarms the knight. And then we get to the part of who he is. Apparently he was an apprentice type prince for the throne of the Darkness King, and when he confronted the Darkness King, he lost, and he was not able to win. So I guess he was looking for a heir or an apprentice, and he found someone in this boy, and he says, take that sword, find this specific knight, I think his name is Venus or something like that, and give him this message, and he'll test you and see if you're worthy. So he does what he's told, and the knight dies, by the way, there. So he goes to a city looking for a mansion, and this is towards the end of the anime. He shows up, and he finds the knight. He fights him for a little bit, and the knight says, let me show you to your domain, I guess, your mansion. In between of this, we have the story of the light. The boy is in darkness. It's dark. They're in land. Everything's dark. It looks like it's night every single moment. And then we see the light. We see a queen, and she's battling, I guess, darkness and what looks to me like demons, and she has knights that are protecting her, as well as mages that are supporting the knights that are protecting her. So they're able to defeat the darkness that they battle, but end up falling back and realizing that the next time that their attack is going to be even harder. And when she returns, we learn different things. One, the mage's leader, she is friends with the queen, and it seems like the knight leader is also friends with the queen, but more so the female one. She apparently was trained with her, and she defeated her to the throne of queen. And their magic comes from them. Their powers comes from them. So at the end of the episode, they get a word that Baal, a leader, is coming to attack their kingdom. So they said, "Get the troops. Let's get ready. We're going into battle." And that, in a nutshell, is the entire first episode. We didn't get any ons of the romance part. I'm gonna guess this: the queen and this scrubby boy who is now a prince, who will eventually, I guess, become a king. I guess that's gonna be the romance. We didn't get one ons of romance in this episode, other than the first part, and there were just two kitties. So I wonder when that's gonna come into play, but I'm really intrigued. I'm intrigued in that, but I'm intrigued at the fact that they're not rushing into their relationship. They're gonna, at least for the next 2 episodes, hopefully, or maybe even more, they're gonna build up each character. They're gonna build up on who she is, and they're gonna build up on who he is, and in the, any other character that is going to be a side character, I guess they'll build up on them as well, like the knight leader and the mage leader, as well as this knight who's training the boy. So all these characters are coming in, and I guess the writer or the producer, to be honest, has decided that we're not going to rush to the main point of the anime, because they give us the main point from the beginning. This is a story about them falling in love. But if they would have had some encounter in the first episode, it maybe would have been rushed, and then it wouldn't really be a story about them falling in love, but a story about them hiding their love from other people. And I really appreciated that they're sticking to their premises. This is how they became who they are, and then how they met. Maybe we'll get a story of what happens once they're in love. Maybe they're going to hide their love. Obviously, they're going to have to hide their love at some point, because she is from light and he is from darkness. But the author and the producer decided we're going to take our time. We're going to get there. We're letting you know where we're going, but we're not going to get there in the first episode. And I like that. I appreciate that. I actually was very surprised with this anime. To be honest, Funimation sometimes doesn't get the best picks. But this is one that I definitely think is going to be promising. People are going to enjoy it. I think other animes that I've been surprised, like this one, has been like Harry Ferretta and others. But for the most part, Funimation has maybe one good one and the rest are okay. I think this is going to be the good one. This is going to be the one that I'm going to really enjoy and probably maybe react to it. I don't know. It's in the maybe pile. It releases on a time that I think it's going to be hard for me to react to, but at the same time, it's one that I think it's a great one to react to. I think it has a great story, great premises, and I might do it. I might just do it. We're in quarantine. I can move stuff around. Maybe I can make some time for it. We'll see. Anyways, I think out of 10, I'm going to put this one at, I don't want to put it at an 8, because I don't think we should put it at an 8 yet, but I'm going to put it at a 7.5. Very close to an 8. If I did any in between gradings, I would put 7.75 if I was, doing in between gradings. But for now, 7.5, I think that's what it deserves. Hopefully it just gets better and not, goes downhill. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have not done so already, subscribe, especially if you watch up to this point. What are you doing? Just subscribe. No one watches up to this point unless they really like it. So subscribe. We're trying to reach 3,000, and again, once we get there, there'll be a giveaway. Also, guys, go buy some cheap manga at the description down below. There's a link there. Go and follow me on my social media, as well as consider joining the Discord. There's a lot of cool people there where we talk about anime and our days and stuff like that. Thank you guys for your love and support, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.